Welcome to Let's Make Waves podcast. I'm Rana Al-Basri Mawad, and I believe that we're all here to make waves. I created this podcast to help you unlock your potential by sharing with you tools, resources, and strategies to help you build and grow your business. So if you're looking to build your brand, gain that confidence and knowledge, content and marketing strategies, find your professional voice, attract those raving customers, and create the professional authority for better business opportunities, then you've come to the right place. Let's get started. Hi there, and thank you for joining me to another edition of my podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about coaching. How do you know if you need a coach? What to look for in a coach, and how can a coach help you? And the reason why I wanted to talk about when it's good time to hire a coach, because it's important to understand and to know when you are in a position that needs the support of a coach. How can that help you elevate your business game? And what do you have to look for when you're identifying the right coach for you? So this is something that I see a lot in my private practice and with my private coaching clients, and I get asked about it a lot. I believe that one of the main reasons why some entrepreneurs are asking all these questions when it comes to coaching is because they either do not know how a coach can help them, or they've worked previously with a coach and they didn't see the results that they were expecting. So I want to dedicate this episode to this topic. I want to unveil some of the benefits of when it's a step forward to have either a one-on-one support or within a group coaching scenario. So in my field of expertise, getting a coach on board can happen at any stage of the entrepreneurial journey. It could be right before starting, or somewhere in the middle, or when the business owner is ready to scale and grow their business. But let me ask you this. Why do people hire coaches? The reasons may depend and they may vary on the type of need that you might be facing. Some of the main stuff that I've come across are, number one, feeling stuck. So you might be just starting out or a few years in, but you reach to a point where you feel stuck. What got you to the point where you are now in your business is not working anymore, or there has been new situations or new factors that are affecting you and affecting your business. So getting outside help can give you perspective and open your eyes to new opportunities, or help you rectify and solve some of the issues that you might be facing. The second is clarity. And this is especially true with multi-passionate entrepreneurs who need that type of coaching support to identify the type of passion that they need or that they want, that they can build a business on, and the kind of clarity to see the potential in themselves and in their business. The third is during a transition or during a shift. And so if you're experiencing or you are going through a transition in your life or in your business, and the transition doesn't have to be growth, it could be a shift from one type of service to another. So getting a coach on board can help you with strategizing that shift and maximizing your potential of success by giving you the right tools that can guide you during this transition, crossing to the other side. The fourth is growing or scaling your business. So just like in a transition, a coach can play a pivotal role in building with you the right strategies to identify all the different opportunities for you and your business to scale. And the last one is closing a deal. And here, some entrepreneurs might have all their ducks in a row, but for some reason, for a certain reason, they find it very difficult, or they are facing some kind of difficulty in closing the deal. And this is where a coach would come on board to kind of reverse engineer the process and understand the missing link that is creating that kind of frustrating result. So now, what I really, really want to concentrate on is something that is beyond these 5 points, 5 business points where an entrepreneur may need a business coach. And I'd really like to emphasize these next points because, in my experience, these are fundamental points that can be a great factor in whether you have found the right coach and whether this coach is the right fit for you and for your business, and whether this relationship stands the chance to be of benefit to you as an entrepreneur. Okay? So, from my experience, the need for a coach can be beyond certain business elements that I've mentioned before. So, the journey of working on your own and building a business is one that plays a lot on the mindset and can have impact on your life and your relationships as an entrepreneur. So hiring a coach for reasons such as confidence, purpose, business mindset, self-awareness is as important, if not, in my opinion, sometimes more important than the actual technical business need. You see, when you need a coach to tackle issues like starting up or pivoting or scaling, like I've mentioned, the right coach must draw your attention to other factors that can positively or negatively affect your pursuit to that target. So the right coach will need to work with you on the mindset element of building a business because that affects your emotions and behaviors while you are building that business. So the coach might need to address certain habits that stand in your way and that is stopping you from achieving the goals that you are set out to achieve. So the coach will also need to work with you on self-awareness, realizing that sometimes you get in your own way of doing things the right way. The coach will also work with you on clarity and on confidence, because confidence is huge. It aligns your purpose with clarity, and with the right tools and strategies, you'll be able to start building and moving forward in your path. The coach will also work with you on frustrations, bring to you an outside perspective, not only into your business, but also into your way or your style of doing business. And last, but certainly not the least, a coach is there to stop, to change, to highlight the bad patterns that are putting you in a position where there is a lack of commitment or inconsistency or issues in accountability. And these are the 3 essential pillars to building a brand and building a business. And the reason why I'm highlighting these particular points is because the relationship between the coach and the client is key. It has to be based on respect, of course, but it's also based on trust. It's a relationship that is based on vulnerability. It's a relationship based on confidentiality in some cases. So, since there is an investment in this relationship, finding the right coach, the right fit, is of the utmost importance. And my tips to do your homework and to research your coach is like the primary thing. So follow them online, subscribe to their material, understand their style of thinking and their style of working. Make sure that they have high ethics. Make sure that their vision aligns with yours. And make sure that they have done what they are coaching. You know, they've done it successfully, or they have worked with others and successfully helped them. Now, I always tell my clients that I'm so lucky to have worked in communications on a corporate level with multinational organizations and within the advertising industry, as well as on myself when I took a shift and I created a fashion label. I don't know if some of you know that. So I had a fashion label that was available in 8 markets for 5 years. And then I took another shift and I created a marketing and a communication consultancy. And now I'm rebuilding my coaching practice because I've moved across the Atlantic, and I'm now currently finalizing a digital course as well as working with one-on-one clients. So I've done that for myself, and I've done that for someone else when I was working in corporate. And it is important to know who you're working with. It's important to know that the coach that you're going to partner with or hire or ask for their professional help has successfully done what you're looking to do, or has worked with others and they've successfully seen results. So I really hope that this episode has given you all the information and a clear idea of when you know, and when do you know that you need a coach, and what to expect in a coach. Whether it's one-on-one, setting, or it's a group setting, finding and working with a coach is a great option that will help you get from where you are to where you want to be with the right expertise and the right support. So if you think that you might not need a coach, for example, you could be right. You can do this on your own. But I know that there will come a point in your journey where having that higher level of support or a new perspective of you need support and commitment and accountability, identifying and working with a coach will be your way of growth and moving forward. All right, so that brings us to the end of this week's episode. As always, if you want to share your views on this topic, let's start the discussion in the comment section on my show notes, ranamawad.com/14. And don't forget to subscribe to my podcast. If you'd like to leave a review, I would love that very much. Let's connect on social. You'll find me on Instagram. My handle is @rana.mawad. Thank you once again for tuning in. Can't wait to touch base with you again next week. So till then, have a great week and take care.